Hello. I wanted to go over what we did yesterday, starting with the data from National Weather Service. If you recall, we had 3 years of average temperatures, and that's what you see on the screen here. And what you were wanting to get 30 months of data, and this gives you 30 months of data. And we started with a copy. And what happened, and it's minor, but this was your copy, which was January through the end. And in the way I do it is Control C for copy into a blank spreadsheet. And in a spreadsheet, in Excel, there's a number of ways to do it. I have the right mouse click that gives me the paste. This pastes formats as well as the data. This one just pastes plain data, no formats. So for example, see, this has borders, and well, here I'll show you. So I'm going to paste with formats. Well, see, you get all these blue lines and stuff. I'm undo. But if I paste the values, then you just get the data. So we saw that, accidentally, you didn't pick up the year 2019. So this 40 is January, this is February. And the easy way to fix that is to go to cell A1, and note the difference. If I double click, then I'm inside cell A1 and I can edit that 40. You don't need to do that, I just need to move it over and the rest of these over. So if I just click on cell A1, right mouse for me, insert, shift cells right. Now then, you can see they all line up correctly, and can type 2019 there. So now you've got all your years and you've got all your months. And here on the annual, at the end you have annual. That was copied. That's not useful data for you. So that means we know that column N is useless for you. So if you click on the entire column, delete. I'm going to undo that, because what you were doing was clicking on a cell, then going into the cell, delete, 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 and then going down into the cell and delete, delete, delete. And you don't have to do that. All you have to do is click on the N, delete, it's gone. Now then, these are starting at B over is the 12 months of January through December. So now I highlight the entire column just by clicking on the number 1, and it highlights. You can see the highlight all the way across. Insert, and it knows that I'm wanting to insert a row. So this is year, this is month, and I believe you typed January, February, and that's all fine. But for this case, I'm going to do it one. It works either way, but I'm going to just keep it short. So 1, 2. So Excel already knows there's a trend, and that you're increasing the numbers by 1. So you can just drag that and it'll populate. You can do the same with January and February. JAN, FEB. Let me fix that. And if you highlight both of them, it says, okay, it's gonna continue the trend that you've started there. And I went too far, but you get the idea. So there we have it. Now then, if you recall what we had this missing data, which makes sense. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, October wasn't there yesterday, but and it is today. I don't remember, but I may be wrong on that. But anyway, the 2 letter M's mean anything, so delete. Just highlight the 2 cells, hit delete 1 time, and you're done. Now then, you want this data in a different layout. You want it transposed. And we did that. Easy way to do it. Copy. And I'm going to go to another sheet. I'm going to add a new sheet, sheet 2. And I am going to go paste. This icon, see how it's got the little arrows there? That is paste transpose. And click that and it changes it. It just flipped the data over and transposed it into a different way of looking at it. Now what I wanted to show you yesterday, but well, let's start with getting the data lined up the way you want it. So this data, if it'll, I'm going to zoom in a little bit because my PC has trouble sometimes. Come on. Come on. Well, I'll just have to copy. Paste the values. Copy. Paste the values. Now we can get rid of column C and D. Don't need it anymore. Delete. Now then, we just need to copy this. And do it again. So now then, I'm going to insert a year. Insert. I clicked on the letter A, insert a new column. I'll do it again. And do it again, just so you can see. It's very simple. Don't need them, so I'm deleting them. So this year is 2019, so I'm going to copy this year. And I'm going to paste it there. And I didn't even have to paste it, just press enter. So if you just control copy, go down to where you want to go and press enter, and it pastes it. 2021. Enter, and it pastes it. So we don't need row 27 anymore, so I'm going to delete it. We don't need 2020 anymore, so I'm going to delete it. And this is year. I'm going to copy, put it there, and this is month. Okay. So you had another column, cost, and if I recall, you had cost for 4 or 5 months down there. I don't recall those numbers and don't have them, but I know they varied somewhat, so I'm just going to make up some. First I'm going to format this, the number, just to make it a little easier to read. I know when it was your highest bills, I think it was the highest, so 141.20, and I don't know, 170.13. And let's see, 80.53, 80.53, and I don't know, say 54.7. And you may have had another month there, 2 or 3, so let's say 68.59, 47.498, and $100. So let's say this was the data. I mean, I don't know if that's right or not, but well, I know it's not right, but anyway. And you have no need for November, December. We're going to delete those rows. Delete. Now then, the reason I wanted to put the year in here, and you don't even need it, but I wanted to show you what you could have done that would have helped you make this easier. And that is to sort the data. But first I'm going to do a little formatting. So I want these centered. So I'm going to highlight the 2 entire columns. I'll fix that in a second. 2 entire columns centered. And this is average temp. And there's cost. And let's set these 2 to be oriented toward the right. And then there's your cost. So now you see, you have this missing cost for the prior years and you were having to make it up. What I was suggesting, I want to do a little more formatting here. I want a thick border on the bottom of this. So there, looks better. So sorting means doing this. I'll show you. Highlight the entire block that you want sorted, and you don't have to. You can do it this way too. Just insert, highlight the entire columns. Go to data. Go to this sort box. Okay, what is the first column for this case that you want to sort by is month. So you sort it by month, then sort it by year, and you will see what you get here. I'm going to say okay, and you can see because the month name, it's not flowing January, February, March, like you would expect it to, because it's using a month name. So I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to change this to 1 for January, 2 for February. Now I'm going to drag this down. To December. Now I'm going to just copy that and do that again, paste it, then I'm going to paste it here. Now the reason I did that is so that when you sort it, it'll still fall out January, February, because it's not dealing with the names, it's just dealing with a number that's being sorted. So again, sort by month, add a level, sort by year. Smallest year to largest year, smallest month to largest month, based upon the value of the cell. So now you have all your Januaries together. You have all your Februaries together. And then down here where you're getting into your data, you have all your Aprils together, and you've got April data. So you can see, well, 68.59 and $68.59. Okay, well, it was just a little bit less. So let's say, that's 67. No, let's say, all right, 66.50. And see, it was warmer there for April for that year. So you would want to go a little more, like 75. And keep going down. Now I'm going to format this because, and do this, and 2 decimal places. Yeah, I guess that's fine. It is dollars. Now I did not format it as currency because I think all those dollar signs just make it busy looking, but that's personal preference. So now that this is done, you can do the next month and the next month, and using the same. You've got data for 1 month, so you can more easily state what the same month in the prior year should be. See, the years are sorted 19, 20, and 21. All the way down. But first, it's sorted by month. So your, oops, I missed something there, but I think you get the idea. Then, once you have all that filled out, and I'm just gonna copy this up and copy this down just so it's populated, and then we've got all of our, I should be copying that up. And I mean, it's not going to help your scatter chart. Oh, we didn't have, that's right, we didn't have 2021 data, so that doesn't need to be there, and neither does this one, so I'm deleting that. And this has to be made up, so November and December, I'll just say it was in the higher range and just pick these two and that 170, and I'll pick this one. So now you've got a big block of data, and all you have to do now then to get it back in the order that would make sense from I don't think it would matter from a scatter chart standpoint, but it'd probably be nice to have it by year and month. So go back, highlight this data, sort it again, data, data, sort, and this time we'll sort by year, then month. So in order to do that, you move this up. So see, year is first now, then month. That's what this did. See, I can move it down. So that's the way it was first sorted. Now I'm going to move it up. So now it's going to sort in a kind of a rational sense. And then you want each year starting at January, February, March. So say, okay, now you see you have it back in a normal stance. Now, if you want this to be January, February, March, that's easy enough to do. Or if you want it to be, so you don't need the year anymore. You just needed 30 instances of data. So instead of saying month, you could just continue this trend 1, 2, and that series, and you just go all the way down, and you'll have 34 elements of data. You have your average temp, you have your cost, and now you've got something that you can copy and paste into your Word document. So I'll copy, and I'll open Word, and blank sheet. And I know you had paragraphs and stuff in there, but just to make this go fast, when you paste from Excel into Word, you have a number of options. That's pasting the formats from Excel. That's just pasting the text into a plain table. There's really not a lot of differences here. That's a link to the table, so if the data changed in Excel, it would change automatically here. You don't need that. This is just a photo, basically, of the Excel data, meaning you can't edit it in Word. So I wouldn't do that. I would just go with I would just go to this one, paste the formats. Now then, you've got it in Excel, and it is a table in Excel, so you can then just click on this icon there and go to Design, Table Design, and you can pick one of these formats that makes it look good, and you can still play around with it there. And maybe you don't like that table. Let's pick another one. That one maybe. See what it looks like. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't like the number. So layout, change it to bottom center. There. Now you've got 34 months worth of data, average temperature and cost in a single table in Excel. So just wanted to share that with you. Talk to you later.